whoever these archons, they're talking to their father, Adalabroth, and they're telling him how these people of Cam and Noah have actually came and tore down your stuff and have gone back to their regular realms. So this is one that's also talking about resurrection. Now, this particular book, the Gnostic Scriptures, is talking, it gives you the actual, it gives you all the particular stuff that's actually going on in the Gnostic world. Now, this particular book there, Peace to Sophia is the book that actually, this book was left by the Gnostics after they killed them all. This is the scriptures, some of the leftover scriptures that the Romans used to write the Bible. The other scriptures, they took them and hid them in Egypt in a place called Nag Hammadi, and they was found in 1945. So in actuality, this is the last book of the Gnostic scripts, but the last book went through, it was saved through eons and stuff, was probably brought up into England by the Moors, and it was saved, but the earlier book that goes into the Adalabroth stuff, that stuff was hid until 1945. This book is dealing with, Peace to Sophia is dealing with the Gnostic, the Gnostic unraveling of the books of the Savior. So this particular book is dealing with the stuff on the Savior and what the Savior is supposed to do. And basically, the Savior redeems himself and others by light. Well, at first I said, you imagine a great light around you. Well, that was one particular part, but the real part of light is synonymous to what? Knowledge and understanding. So the more and more you study and understand the mysteries of the universe, and more you study and stuff, the more and more you kill Adalabroth by your thoughts. So now, this is the key. There's a lot of stuff that's in the New Age that you have to read with a grain of salt, but there's one mystery that you can always do. That is, you get your ancient scripts, your Gnosticism, your Hermeticism, your ancient Egyptian Book of the Dead, and you deal with a lot of ancient stuff. And if the new stuff don't pan out where they can bear witness to the ancient stuff, you know that that's the white man coming in making some new shit for himself. Always deal with stuff where they include the ancient knowledge, and you'll know that particular stuff that they explaining now is more truthful. You see what I'm saying? More truthful and all. So that's what you do. You deal with the ancient knowledge, and that's how you actually can determine on whether you are on the right path and stuff. But the key is when it comes to light is based on, let me get my notes here because light is based on understanding, and that's one of the main keys. The more you understand, the more you put knowledge into this brain, the more and more your light shines. You see what I'm saying? So the more and more you think of importance of stuff outside that is not of truth and not of knowledge, the more and more you keep your light from enhancing. You see what I'm saying? So the deal is, C. Freeman L. used to say a lot of things. He said, because, there's ways to do things with diet and certain things that you can do physically to enhance the quality of your chakras and the different things spiritually. But there's a way to bypass a lot of things that you have to do physically, like diet and a lot of certain meditation, by just basically understanding. When you understand, you can bypass different things, different realms. Take, for instance, in psychic realms. You got people that don't understand ancient knowledge, and they can only pick up psychic things based on what somebody's mother's doing and what kind of marriage. And basically that's what you have on your psychic hotlines. Those people, see, there's different realms of psychic phenomenon. And based on your level of understanding the great mysteries of ancient, you greater get to the realms that the other psychics can't get to. Some psychics can only deal with the fourth dimension and the third dimension, which is basically mundane realms. You see what I'm saying? So when you come in and ask them something about something very high spiritual, they can only give you the mundane part of it. You see what I'm saying? They won't even pick it up because they can't get on that realm. But the more knowledge you can have, the more you can get on higher realms. So even in the psychic realm, a person as a psychic don't necessarily mean a person has access to the knowledge that's on those realms, because it's gateways. And you can't get on those gateways to try to understand. So certain spiritual entities can't even come and even sojourn with you now unless you have a certain knowledge of those spiritual entities. You see what I'm saying? So because most of those people are just basic psychics, where a psychic is only conducive to the knowledge that emanates it. So basically, if they don't know of any type of knowledge, they can only do psychic things based on the physical world. So they can do things based on a little bit of things to tell you what you're going to happen in the future, a few things of what's going to happen, and a few things that's happening around you in your everyday life, but they can't tell you things on certain realms. And when it comes to some of these some of them, they can't get to that because of racism. So the certain realms ain't going to open up to them also, too, because they understand that even if they give them some of that, they can't take what they see, and they always change it around. You see that?
White people are very limited.
Very limited.
White